morning. I know it has been a while since I picked up the camera to vlog. In fact, it's been a while since I picked up the camera at all, apart from taking some photos of the boys and a couple of little clips. It has been a bit busy here. Keith is actually off work at the moment, so you'd think I'd get more done, but it hasn't worked out that way. Anyway, I thought I would film today and tomorrow because we're off up to the northeast to go and see my grandma. She's in hospital at the moment. So we're going to take the opportunity to go and see her while Keith is off. And we've been doing some decorating. So I've actually got a question to ask you before we head off. So I thought I would pick the camera up now before we got into the car. We're just finishing packing at the moment. But we've been decorating the kitchen. That's where our spice racks usually are. We've just painted it white. We've not done anything special. I don't want to spend any money on it really, or minimal money, because it's not the kitchen I want. If I ever spend any money on it, I want to extend. Anyway, so Keith gave me an idea yesterday, or he shared an idea with me yesterday, and I'm not sure what I think about it. I know what my initial thought was, but I kind of get where he's coming from and can see the benefit of it. So I thought I'd ask you guys, see what you say and what you think, and whether you think it's worth doing or would make it look rubbish in the kitchen. Because we're trying to make the space as usable as possible, because it's not a huge kitchen, and now that I've got my own house, I want to have things. I want to be able to have baking items and cooking items, even if I don't do those things very often. I want those things. I don't want to sacrifice on those things now. Anyway, so I'll show you what I'm going to talk about. So this is what the kitchen is looking like. This is going to go, and we want to put a dishwasher in, and we've got this idea of putting a slimline dishwasher in here. So against this wall, put like a kitchen workbench along there with a dishwasher kind of sideways. So the front of this dishwasher would be here. So that's our first thought of doing that, just so that we don't kind of lose space between this bit and this bit, because I want to keep kind of enough space to work and to put a pushchair in here if it's raining and I've been for a walk, or if it's cold outside and the boys are asleep. I'm trying to explain that really badly there. Anyway, so that's our first thought, is to put a dishwasher right here with a door opening down towards the washing machine, and put a workbench across there, and then we'll have space for a bin and some other storage underneath there. Keith gave me an idea yesterday of moving the sink from where it is there to this workbench here, which would mean we'd have that whole counter from there all the way to the wall for working, for baking, for cooking, for prep, whatever we want to do. Because my argument in this kitchen is there isn't a lot of work space. There's this space here, but this often gets cluttered. This space here usually has kind of cookbooks, baking items, and then dishes. And now that we've got a baby, the steriliser goes there as well. And then that bit there always gets cluttered with dishes because we have no dishwasher. So if we were to put the sink there, it would free space up underneath here, and we could either put a full-size dishwasher in or a slimline dishwasher, and it means we don't have to start running pipes like under the floorboards, which would make it, I guess, easier. I don't know how to put a dishwasher in, but it would make it a bit easier. We could either put a full-size dishwasher or a slimline, and we'd still have some cupboard space there. We would lose some of the cupboard space here because obviously all the piping would be there, but you can't use a corner cupboard anyway. The bit that's kind of there is really unusable. So my question is, what would you think that would look like, having the sink in this position next to the cooker, not in front of the window? It's not in the traditional place. Traditionally you do have the sink in front of the window, so we'd have the sink there and the drainer there. Obviously we wouldn't have anywhere to store dishes to go in the sink, but we'd have a dishwasher, so the majority of them would go straight into the dishwasher. So I'm in two minds. I think aesthetically it won't look great because you don't normally have a sink right next to the cooker, and you would normally have it in the position that it's in there, but it would give us that whole workbench and the ability to put a dishwasher in under the sink, because we can't put one in there at the moment. There's too many pipes, and it's not wide enough. Like this bit here isn't wide enough to put a dishwasher in. Even a slimline one I think we would struggle with. So yeah, that's my question. What do you think that would look like? Would you do it? I'm not sure. Well, we've just arrived at the beach. I think we're in Tynemouth in the northeast. We're just going to get out. We're going to feed Fraser first some milk, and then we're going to go to the beach and have a bit of a wander. Tommy's really excited. Where are we, Tommy? We're at the beach. We're going to go see the water.
Water.
We see the water?
Water.
Yeah. Oh, I've gone really bright now. Yeah, so we're going to go do that, and then we're going to go and stay at my grandma's house tonight. She's not there, obviously, she's in hospital, but we're going to stay at her house, just so we didn't have to make the journey there and back in one go, because it's about 2 hours drive. So it's a little bit, we could have done it in one day, but it's a lot of driving for the little ones, so it means that we can kind of come up leisurely today, and then we're going to see my grandma tomorrow, and then we can go back tomorrow. I haven't really talked about why Keith is at home at the moment. I have mentioned it once or twice, I think, on Instagram, but not really said anything about it. I'm not sure whether he wants me to talk about it or not, so I'll have to ask him after I've recorded this, and then if he doesn't want me to talk about it, I'll have to cut it out. So he is off work. No, Mummy's having the keys, not Tommy. He is off at work at the moment, but he's not on leave. He had a week's annual leave, went back to work. When he went back, a new company had taken over. They had won the funding to do one of the contracts that they had, and he was being tupied over. So he went into work, I think it was on the Tuesday because it was a bank holiday on the Monday, and basically they didn't know what to do with him and the rest of the staff, and he went home.
What are you doing?
Are you okay with talking about your work stuff while you're at home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to.
So anyway, he's at home and they didn't know what to do with him. Sent him home on that Tuesday, and I think that was 2 weeks ago nearly. Is it nearly 2? Something like that. Which sounds amazing, but it kind of disturbs your routine a little bit. So we're completely out of routine. It's great having him home, but we don't know day to day whether he's going to be at home or not. We're pretty sure he's not at work tomorrow. Obviously we're in the northeast now, so it would take us at least 2 hours to get back if they called up tomorrow morning, put it back and said you needed to be in work. But we're pretty sure he's not in tomorrow, but we don't know if he's in Tuesday or not, or this week, and then the following week we've got more annual leave booked for him, so we just don't know what's going on at the moment. So it has been great. We've kind of tried to make the most of it. So we went and saw Keith's family last week for an extended, we were going anyway, but we did it like an extended trip, and then we've been trying to paint the kitchen, but the kitchen isn't finished, and we'll have to finish it on Tuesday, but if he's at work that means it's just going to get left, so it's a little bit kind of up and down at the moment, but that's why he's home. We're trying to make the most of it. So he's not in work, so it's Sunday today, he's not in work tomorrow, and we'll see what happens the rest of the week. He might be home the rest of the week, or he might be back at work. We just don't know what's going on. And at the end of all this, he might be made redundant. Who knows what will happen, but we'll face it as when it comes. But I think have you got stuff out, Keith, or not?
No, I'm trying to talk to you. I want to talk to you about the prices and how to pay for it.
Okay, I've got to go. We're going to feed the baby and then we're going to go for a walk. on. Wait a second. Keith and Tommy just in getting us some fish and chips. What have you got? It is bitterly cold, but we are still having our fish and chips. Well, chicken and chips for Tommy, fish and chips for Mummy, and burger and chips for, oh, battered burger.
A burger patty, cheese, burger patty, and deep fry it.
No, that I've been sat out here freezing my butt off waiting to be cooked for about 10 minutes. I hope you enjoy it.
I plan to.
Good.
I can't get that tired.
Since I've been so cold out here. Well, we're back in the car now. That was absolutely freezing out there. Like true Brits, we got on with it, but you can see that my hair was straight this morning, but the sea breeze, it's just curled it. I had socks with me, but I forgot to put them on. I brought them into the car, and my feet were so cold, they nearly cramped up, and Tommy's hands were blue. Anyway, we're back in the car now. I think I'm going to head back to my grandma's now because Fraser will need milk in about 30 minutes, so I'm just going to head back there now. But that wasn't as nice as I was kind of planning. I was expecting it to be a bit nicer today, a bit warmer, so we could enjoy the sea breeze and nice stroll along the beach, but it was bitter out there, absolutely Baltic. It's okay, Fraser? Yes, so we're going to go ahead. What's wrong? Not doing what? Okay. Yeah, so we're going to go and head now to my grandma's house. We are at my grandma's house now. We stayed here last night. It's really weird being here and my grandma not being here, but obviously she's in hospital so she can't be here. She has actually lived in this house for I think it'll be 65 years nearly. She's lived in this house since my dad was 5. Don't do that, Tom. Oh, it's right. And my dad's 70 this year. Oh no. Thank you. Pouring salt into a little egg cup. Let's not do that, okay? You don't. That's yucky. Yeah. So she has lived here a heck of a long time. There's a lot of memories here. So yeah, it's nice being here, but weird my grandma not being here. So we're just kind of getting everything together, packing up, and then we're gonna go and get some lunch. I think probably down at Tesco, so I need to get a few bits and then head over to see my grandma. And what are you doing, Tommy? What are you doing? Are you being... no, let's not do that anymore. Hey? Let's put that down. That's grandma's glasses, isn't it? Are we going to go see grandma soon? Tommy, are we going to go see grandma?
Yeah.
Can you say grandma?
Mama.
Grandma, yeah. You're going to go see her soon? I don't think you remember her, do you? We haven't seen her for a while. Yeah? And go see grandma. He doesn't really remember her, but we've been talking about her. All his other kind of grandmas are called Nana. My mum and Keith's mum are both called Nana. So, and then Keith's got 2 nans. So this is his only grandma, who's called grandma, if that makes sense. Right? And for me it's normal because I grew up with a grandma, whereas a lot of people grew up with a nan or nana or nanny. But I didn't. I only had a grandma. Hey, so we're going to go see grandma soon, yeah? He's on his phone, so he's not paying any attention to what I'm saying. You say bye-bye, say see you soon.
Sure.
See you soon.
Sure.
Right, let's not do that anymore. God. Say hello. Can you wave? Maybe not right there. Maybe not right there. Put that down, shall we? Tommy, what we're gonna get? What have you got for dinner? What have you got for lunch, Tommy? Have you got jacket potato? Yeah. Jacket potato and yogurt and juice. Yummy. Yummy. Oh yeah. After lunch, okay? Food, get jacket potato first, okay? Okay? Please. After jacket potato, okay?
We'll have the lunch first, yeah, and then you have that. Oh.
Okay.
Is that not a good idea, Tommy?
Got a bruise on his back where he fell.
Has he?
Yeah.
Tommy?
Tommy, lunch is
Tommy?
here. Oh, what's this? Thank you. Thanks. Oh, what's this?
Wow, shall I cut it up for you?
Oh, nice. That's okay. Fork. Oh, come on, Tommy. Well, then you can't have yogurt. Mummy have this. Mummy have this, okay? If you want this, then you have to eat some of this first.
Oh. Yeah. No, Daddy's.
Okay.
Daddy's. Uh-oh. 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 Ah, mine. It's mine. Mine.
Right, you gonna eat some then? Daddy, do you get it?
Oh, thank you very much. That's right. You eat it. Or Daddy's gonna eat it. Mine.
Eat some then.
Oh, you want a second fork?
Please. Are you gonna put it in your mouth?
Yum, yum, yum.
Oh, yes, and some more. Do you want Mummy to go as well?
Will I take a photograph of your mummy, you and grandma?
Stand here next to Grandma.
No, you
Tommy wants to do it.
just hit it.
You ready?
Do I just click it?
You might have to do it, yeah.
Ready, steady.
So we're just out from seeing my grandma. Tommy was a bit, didn't want to talk to her. He said goodbye to everyone else that was there because my dad's uncle was there and my dad's auntie, but he didn't want to say goodbye to Grandma. Anyway, we got a photo, but we're just heading over, we're heading home now, we're just heading over the Tyne Bridge, which is a pretty iconic bridge when it comes to bridges in the UK. You can see that okay? Obviously you can't see it from the side, but just heading over the bridge. You can see some new building over there though. What is that? I don't even know what that is.
I've seen it a few times.
Yeah?
Well, I've been across this bridge for work and stuff a few times.
I don't know how much you can see. Can't really see a lot through there. Hmm? I think that might be the Millennium Bridge over there, but it's hard to see it in the camera. Yeah, I don't know what that building is, I've never seen it before. Doesn't say, does it? We're now in Gateshead.
Might have been born in.
There's the Angel of the North. Not often seen that actually. In fact, I've never seen it from this angle before.
You have?
Have I?
Yeah.
Never seen it that
We've been
close.
past this before.
I've never taken any pictures. Hi guys, we're home now. I am just about to get into my pyjamas actually and unpack all this lot. It takes just as much effort to go away for one night as it does a week. This is a bit I don't like, but I don't like seeing it, so I don't want to have to deal with it tomorrow, so I'm going to try and deal with it all tonight so I can be done with it. The journey home was not too bad considering it was rush hour. We didn't hit that much traffic, but Fraser really was not happy and I think he just didn't want to be in his car seat anymore, so it's a choice between stopping for a long time or just kind of working through it, and he did go to sleep, kept waking up and crying, then going back to sleep. It's a hard call to make, but we're home now and he's happy, he's getting some milk now, he's downstairs. It was nice going, I'm glad we made the effort to go. It's a shame that Fraser couldn't meet my grandma, but we'll hopefully get a chance later in the year. We need to go see my dad at some point. He's away at the moment, out of the country, so we will go and see him no doubt later in the year, so we'll go and see my grandma as well, and hopefully then she'll be able to see the baby, meet him. Yeah, Tommy was really funny with my grandma, but he's like that. He gets really clingy, doesn't want to talk to other people, but he was happily kind of interacting with my dad's aunt and uncle, but wouldn't interact with my grandma. So whether it's because she looked a bit frail, because she was looking a little bit more frail than I guess I'm used to, but that's because I don't see her very often. But she's doing amazing considering she had a bit of a nasty fall and she is nearly 93, so she is doing amazingly. But yeah, he wouldn't interact with her, he wouldn't even say goodbye to her, but that is just the way he is, unfortunately, and no one needs to take offence by it. It's just, he's a 2-year-old, that's what 2-year-olds do. But I am glad that we went. I'm going to try and get this video up in the next day or two. I have been a bit poor at kind of getting my videos up. It's just having the time, and I know I've had Keith home the last few weeks and that has been really nice, but I haven't had my Tuesdays where Tommy's been at nursery. One week I had to go pick up Keith after, well, he kind of finished work early, so I went and picked him up, so that was pretty much most of my day gone. The next week Tommy was poorly and it's just been like that for a few weeks now, so that's kind of my Tuesdays on my day to get all this kind of stuff done. And I've been doing a little bit of work on my blog as well, and I find it really hard to split the time between my blog and YouTube, and I kind of want to do both. I don't want to give up one of them. I've kept my blog for a long time now and I've built it up and I've got some things kind of happening. I want to do, or I'm going to start doing a series of questions for mums who have had babies after the age of 35, because that's where I was. I had my children at 38 and 40, and I just want to kind of share their stories, including my own, that we can be mums as well, and we can be just as good at mums and can be just as healthy and the rest of it. And it might not be the most ideal situation, but we can still be good mums. So I want to share that on my blog, and that's going to be kind of over the next few weeks and possibly even months, depending on how many people join in. So I don't want to give my blog up, but I find it really hard to split my time between the two. So that's kind of where I've been, why I've not been uploading videos. I've been really finding it hard to find the time. Fraser, the baby, doesn't sleep very much during the day, so I don't really get any time to myself. Tuesdays are my day with Tommy's at nursery, but I still find it really hard because Fraser doesn't sleep that long, so I only get small snippets where he is asleep. So if I do any sit down videos and he's in them, that is why, and he will be in the majority of them, because it's the only way I can get a video done. And then the weekends are just a really precious time, because although at the moment Keith is home a lot, the weekends are our only time as a family, so it's just the way it is. I've no idea how mums with young children keep YouTube and blogs going, particularly if they're working as well. I just don't know how they do it. I guess they prioritise, and that's something that me and Keith have talked about, is that if he encourages me to do this, and if he wants me to do that, then we need to set some time aside. So whether he has the kids one evening and we say, right, he's got to be home by a certain time, and then he fully deals with the kids and lets me just do anything I need to do. Because if I'm going to keep it up, then I do need to have some time dedicated to that. It's not really bringing me in a lot of money, it brings me in a little bit, but it would be nice to bring in a bit more so that I can be at home, look after the kids, but also contribute to the family, because financially we struggle and I want to be able to contribute. So it's a bit of a hard to call at the moment, because I don't really bring a lot of money in, so I shouldn't be dedicating my time to it. But I enjoy doing it, and that is a good thing. You know, we should still have hobbies even if it doesn't bring in money, but it's just getting that balance right. So that's where I'm at. I might cut back the videos to just one a week, because I was trying to do 2 a week, and then just see where I go with that and try and stick to a schedule. But it's been so hard, and some weeks I just don't have any videos ready, and I have a long list of videos I want to make, and some of them are kind of time sensitive, and I want to do collabs, and I've got a collab that's in the making at the moment, and I asked the person who I want to do it with a while ago if we could do it, and I should have filmed it before asking her, because I filmed my bit, or no, I've not filmed the whole lot, I've filmed a lot of it, and now I need to find the time to sit down and edit, and I need to do some more clips, and it's probably been a month since I filmed, and I say in it that Fraser is 2 months and he's nearly 4 months now. So yeah, it's a bit crazy, but I have all these ideas and videos that I want to make and blog posts that I want to write, and it's just finding the time. So yeah, we'll see how I do with everything, but if I do go a little bit quiet every now and then, it's just finding the time. I've got 2 young children, and I don't know how women do it when they do have young children. Tip my hat off to them that they can do it, and I know it'll get easier, but at the moment that's where I'm at. I've got a baby who is very demanding on my time, even more demanding than Tommy was. Even though he's my second baby, you'd think that it would be a little bit easier, that they would kind of just slot in a lot easier. He is far more demanding of me than Tommy was. Tommy slept really well during the day and at night, and I was able to get so much done during the day when he was asleep. Fraser just doesn't sleep. Every now and then he has a massive sleep, but on the whole during the day I'm getting like 10 minutes or half an hour here and there, and I can't plan anything. But that's it, that's how it is. So I'm going to unpack all of this so that I don't have to do it tomorrow, and hopefully I can be as productive as I possibly can tomorrow. I'm going to have a split up day again tomorrow, I think, because Keith needs to go into work for a meeting, so I probably need to take him. So I will lose some of my Tuesday again, which makes it hard to get any of this done. And I'm trying to get to bed earlier because I'm so tired at the moment. But anyway, I'm going to call it quits here. I'm just going to unpack, and we've got dinner cooking, and then get the boys to bed, and hopefully we will not be too far behind because we're both really tired at the moment. Anyway, thank you for watching. I've waffled on now for 8 minutes. Hopefully I can cut this down a little bit because that was really long, and I will hopefully see you soon in my next video, and hopefully you get to see this really soon as well. Okay, see you later, bye.